Hi guys, and thanks for watching The Social Life. So today I'm going to talk to you about 3 things that I do that I feel like are huge in making sure that I can get a good amount of work done in 4 hours. And the reason I always say I say 4 hours is because you may already know, but I'm a stay-at-home mom for the most part, and I run my nonprofit, which also takes up time. And then also just the things of, managing it all and getting it all done, taking your kids to sports and being a mom and being present. When my kids are gone to school, I generally try to work on all things related to Launchpad or The Social Life, any of these recording videos and things like that. And I always am interested to know how other people do it. So I thought I'd make a video today and just tell you how I get my stuff done. So basically, I have those 4 hours and it's basically from about 10 o'clock to about 1 or 2 sometimes. And the reason it's 10 o'clock is because I try to work out in the morning. I get my kids off to school, I do all of that, and then I work out if I can. I haven't been so good about that lately, but generally I try to work out and get all my stuff done. And then at 10 o'clock, generally I'm sitting down and I can actually do some work. So I have 11, 12, 1, and sometimes 2 o'clock. And if I don't think I'll get to that 2 o'clock time frame, then I start at 9 o'clock. So 4 hours is what I have. And it used to really stress me out. It used to make me so frustrated because I felt like I just didn't have a lot of time to get anything done or to do anything that I really wanted to do. I am certainly not the type of housewife that likes to clean or spend my time, decorating my home or whatever. So this is what I like to do. I think there are a lot of women out there who are the same way, who, if you're in your head all the time and you always have new ideas and you're always trying to create something or do something, or you just don't feel like you've achieved enough. Like, I mean, I've gone to college, I've been in the military, I've done a lot of things that I feel like set you up to be successful. And I know I've talked to some of you who are single moms, working and trying to get your nonprofit or your social enterprise up and running. And, I really respect that. I think it is huge that you are doing a side hustle and you are still working and you are still raising children and you still have a home to take care of. And there are just a lot of things that go into just living and managing it all. And so I thought I would come on today and just share a few tips that help me manage what I have to manage in my everyday life. And you guys really only see, what I do on Social Life or what I put on Instagram or whatever the case. But there's so many other things that go along with that. And with so little time, here are a few tips that I have that have helped me. So the first one is, you guys may have heard me talk about this in another video, but it is the Pomodoro Method. And basically it is 25-minute increments. I set my clock for 25 minutes. I work on one task only. Like, that means no answering the phone, no getting up to let dogs out, no nothing. Just I set my clock for 25 minutes. I sit there and I do what I got to do. So when I do that, I try to make sure I've got like my tea, my water, my vitamins. Like, I have already done all the things I need to do so that I don't need to get up and I can just focus. So for 25 minutes, I focus. I know I'm on this time schedule, and honestly, I feel like it makes you work a lot faster when you know that you have a time frame that things have to be done. So I'll sit down, I'll do my 25 minutes, and then I stop. And then you're supposed to put on 5 minutes for your rest time, get up, walk around, do something, put another load of laundry in, whatever I have to do, let the dogs out, let them back in, whatever it is that you need to do in those 5 minutes, okay? I spend that 5 minutes, I get it done, and then I sit back down and I set my timer again for another 25 minutes, and that's basically a full hour. So I can get basically 2 big projects done or 1 big project done in that time. And then I come back and I do it again for the next 25 minutes and whatever. So what I try to do is, when I plan out my day, I plan out my day in 25-minute increments. And I try to plan it out like, I really want to get this project done, so I at least want to move forward on that project. I never really think that I'm going to get a project completely done, but I do like to know that I'm making progress on something. So I try to make sure I get my progress done on those 25-minute increments. And then on that 5-minute time frame, I will change a load of laundry. I might do the dishes in the sink if there are any, let my dogs out, make my smoothie, whatever it is that I feel like I need to do that, is like home stuff, I will do that. The other thing is, I have no notifications on my phone, which I think is huge. I took that off probably, gosh, like, I want to say I took it off maybe 6 months ago, maybe longer, because maybe almost a year ago I took it off. I took Facebook completely off my phone because I kept on getting those notifications like someone liked your picture, someone commented on somebody else's picture or whatever. And although I love Facebook and I like being on there and I love to see people's pictures and photos and all that stuff, I just felt like it was a distraction for me to actually get work done and to move forward. And I really do feel like notifications are like the death of productivity. So I took off all notifications off my phone. So when it asks, if I add a new app or something and it asks, do you want notifications? I say absolutely not. And if there were a button on there to say absolutely not, I would totally have that button. But anyway, so I no longer have notifications, which has been a huge help. Now when I sit down to do work, there aren't things beeping and bumping on my phone and popping up and all this stuff. I just can like do my stuff. I turn my ringer off and I work. The last thing I do is I try to answer my emails at night. So if I have like downtime, like say if my husband is, working on something or doing his own thing or whatever, and we're not spending time together, or my kids are already in bed and I have, nothing else to do, and I feel like I'm in that mode of I can answer an email and it's, late at night, like you shouldn't be returning emails at 9 o'clock at night, right? But say that you have the feeling to do that, then I just use Gmail and I use Boomerang and I type the email like normal, and then I just schedule it to go out in the morning, the following morning, early in the morning or whatever, and then my emails go out. Part of my routine also is to, if I'd like to add an extra hour or say I'm moving forward on some sort of project, and I think I've already shared this in a video before, but if I'm moving forward on some sort of project or something, then I will work on that at 5:30 in the morning, and I wake up early pretty much every morning. It works for me. I like it. It's quiet. So I will work on a project during that time, or I will answer emails at that time, because 5:30 in the morning, like, I can answer an email then. But I don't really like to spend my time or send emails in the evening if I don't have to. So if you're like a night owl and you're up at 2 a.m. or something, and that's kind of your thing, and you need to answer an email, but you don't want the timestamp of 2 a.m. in the morning, then you should use Boomerang, which is a tool basically that comes along with Gmail, and it will allow you to schedule your emails, and you can actually schedule like bulk emails too, and I think up to 10 or something on the free version. And you just send those out and they go out like the next morning or 2 days from now or whenever you want it to go out. But it's a way to be very efficient and to increase your productivity. I feel like all three of these tips are ways that I increase my productivity. I think, 4 hours a day is not a lot at all. It's really like working part-time. And if you have any errands to run or you have anything you have to do during the day, you're losing time. And so I try to be as efficient as possible. I try to use a lot of things that would save me time. I've reduced the amount of lunches that I go to just so that I can really kind of spend my time focusing on the things that are important to me and that are going to move me forward in the future. So if you're in the same position, or you're someone who is, a single mom, like some of you that I've talked to, and you're working on your stuff at night, these are ways that you can still look very productive and still be very productive without necessarily losing time with your family or, needing a ton of time to accomplish whatever goals you have. We're all very busy. We all have busy lives, and they could all be busy in different ways, but there are tactics and strategies that do work for everyone. And these are just a couple of mine. So anyway, I hope that helped, and I will see you on Tuesday. Thank you so much for watching MIA Thursday. We're all just trying to manage it all so that we can get out there and unleash our something amazing.